AI literally took over my channel. In case you didn't know, in this channel I used to upload videos regarding programming, solutions, projects, things related to that. Now, the most of the things that I have previously uploaded here, if you just share with ChatGPT, Gemini, or if you're that desperate, even Copilot, it will answer it for you. And those answers are accurate, and they're fast, and they can be tailored. So what do? The thing is it really taking over everything? Because AI has left a gift for me, which I'm actually sharing with you guys after coming back after a long time. And the gift is everybody wants a website, right? Everybody wants a website. Previously, if not anything, if it's a very simple HTML, the least you had to do is download a template and then modify it. That was the fastest way to get it for free, not payments or money. However, we're in 2026, as you're watching this video in 2026, and by this time, there are several ways to have the website online, fast, and it will be really interactive, good design. It will do the stuff for you, the marketing and everything. And guess what? It's free, and that's thanks to AI who took over the channel. And how do you do that? All right, so no, it's not with ChatGPT. I mean, you can do it with ChatGPT, but I wouldn't do that. So you have this code editors, right? And AI code editors are essentially code editors that have AI in it. So there are two I'm going to mention. One is Cursor. The other is Antigravity. Even though Antigravity name sounds cooler, Cursor is actually better. But guess who's more free friendly? It's free all the time. Antigravity. Now, anti-gravity has its issues. For example, you have to make dua every time you use it, because most of the time what you will get in response is server busy, server not found, something. Basically, you have to keep trying, or maybe try lower models just to get the response. But there is a daily limit, so it's free. You can use it every day. Cursor, on the other hand, it has limits, like it has some free usage. If you write the correct prompt, you can actually get the website in one shot. But then after you finish the limit, you have to wait for a month to get. At least that's how it is currently. Cursor is smarter. Anti-gravity is not bad. It's just that it's not as efficient as Cursor. But it has its own good cases. Sometimes it does really good design. I use both, so I know. So sometimes the designs of I really love the designs of anti-gravity. And it is really good when it is responding. Important point. So okay, so you have these code editors. And you write a prompt to them that you would have written to ChatGPT where you mention the website details that you want. For example, I will share just a test website I wrote about me. I just wrote it. I just shared the doc file or the text. This is my details. Create a professional CV website for me. And it most likely, if it's HTML and CSS, it will do it in one shot. If you want to have a complicated website, for example, front end and back end, like you have a React, JS, or a Vue, or whatever you really hate or like in the front, and then something in the back like Fast API, Node.js. Now this complicates things a little, because the way I wanted to share with you where you will have your website, because that's the part which is hard to find for free, hosting. Now let's talk about the HTML first. So you have you wrote the prompt in your AI editor and you got the website, right? A good prompt. I'll share one with you on the description, just so that you can try it out. Once you write the prompt, you will get the files that will be created automatically. That's nice, right? Take the files, now you have your website. If it's an HTML, just run it on your PC or phone, whatever, and see if you like the design. By default, most of the websites you will create, it will automatically be mobile friendly, especially if you're using the prompt properly. It will be mobile friendly. It will have the things usually it needs. Now that your website is ready, we move to step 2. Okay, step 1 is the editor using the code. Yeah, step 2. Now, step 2 is getting it live. Cloudflare. I love Cloudflare. Anyway, Cloudflare, you can actually go, if you go to Cloudflare, you will see pages and workers. Do not go to workers. Workers is paid. Go to pages and create a page. You will to create a page, you'll have to go to the worker button, click there, and then say create a page instead. Click there, write the name of your page. Be careful, because the name you will write here is the same name as your domain, okay? So write the name, because that will be your domain. So let's say I write Wasim Shurjo, and then I finish it. Now your website is there. If you have a GitHub account, just upload a repo in your GitHub, okay? Keep it private, keep it public, no issue. Now that you have your repo, now GitHub, Cloudflare will give you the option to connect to your GitHub. So connect. Now once you connect, it has access to your files, And if it's an HTML website, it will be live immediately with the domain of the name that you chose. Example. So that takes care of that. HTML website, go to the code, write the prompt, get the files, or upload them to a repo, connect the repo to Cloudflare. Cloudflare will publish the page on its domain, which looks like a decent domain, name.pages.dev. It's a good domain. Unlike the free website, which will have several IP version 6 numbers, or I don't know what the heck that is, but this looks much decent. Infinity free domains are also kind of nice, but they still have those numbers. So Cloudflare domains looks better. Now, if your page is HTML, you're done by now. You can enjoy the website that you saw. Now, the good thing is, if you set up auto deployment, every time you modify your website, it will be automatically deployed to Cloudflare. So you don't have to copy files and then paste on your hosting page. It happens automatically, CI/CD. Come on. All right, that takes care of that. Now, for my friends who want more complications, they have big websites that does stuff. They have a backend, they have a front end. For the front end side, it's still the same. You can imagine you had your React.js, Vue.js, you build them, just choose the path where you will extract them. Cloudflare will actually ask you what framework you're using. You can choose the framework. So the front end is still the same. And in Cloudflare, in the settings, you can set up the env where you will connect your backend most likely, right? Now, where do you have the backend? You have three options, which I prefer, but then I would still say there is only one. AWS, GCP, and Azure. So I would go for GCP, just simply because the cost control is much better in GCP. You can literally not have any cost if you don't have a billing account. But for the case I'm saying, Cloud Run, you will need a billing account. So there's this thing called Cloud Run. Open a GCP account for free. You will get $300 for free, by the way, for 3 months. And sadly, this is not even sponsored. This is just how it is from Google. Go to Cloud Run, and then you can deploy your application to Cloud Run. It is very similar to ECS of AWS. So just deploy the backend there and set the max instances to 1, minimum instances to 0. What will happen is your app will not run, or your API will not run 24/7. It will stay idle when nobody is using it. So it will only run when there is traffic. Now, if your website is so great that it's getting a lot of traffic, you might start getting cost, but that is only when your website has a lot of traffic. So that means you're already succeeding. Now that you have deployed in Cloudflare, by the way, I know I'm just giving you the bigger picture. I can create new videos on details on how to deploy, but let's stick to the surface now. You have ChatGPT to ask, how do I deploy? Anyway, by the way, for GCP, better to use Gemini. Now, your backend is deployed, you got the URL, and then just take the URL from GCP. You have to enable public access to it, by the way, otherwise you cannot access it from outside your account. Enable public access. Be careful with the security. If your account gets hacked, somebody can use your account, use stuff that will cost you money, and then that is bad. Take the API URL, put it on Cloudflare env, alas, it's done. Test your website online, and you will see it's running. And all of those things you did, only thing you paid is time and watching this video, nothing else. I'll share some examples of websites that have the exact same structure that I shared with you. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I will definitely answer them. This video came after such a long time, but I hope this helped. Thank you. Take care.